Hello folks, Louisiana Beer Reviews, Budweiser Copper Lager Jim Beam, the Reserve Collection. This is the third edition of the Reserve Collection. This is the late 2018 edition.
Yeah, the other two were some kind of red ales, weren't they? One was 4th of July inspired, and the other one was just said red, white, and blue, I think, something like that. I don't really recall.
It was the Prohibition Reserve, remember?
Okay.
And then the Budweiser Reserve. The Prohibition Repeal.
One I enjoyed, and the other one was like mwah. So it was the one that was red, that was kind of creamy. I enjoyed that one. The other one, that was the first one. The first one I enjoyed, and it was really a great thing that they put the good one out first, so it keeps your customers coming back. I get it. So now we're looking at this. This is usually Beechwood aged. I read the label. It says it's not. So regular Budweiser, red, white, and blue label, has it in the small print above here that it's Beechwood aged. We're not seeing that. I would assume the same process is done with the Beechwood minus the Beechwood from this beer, that they just go ahead and break down the Jim Beam barrels and throw them in there, as opposed to, because you visited one brewery that said they used pellets. I visited another brewery that said they used like railroad ties.
Yeah, well, they said they used strips of it.
Yeah.
They like chopped it up. Beechwood chips.
Okay.
Like this long.
That's not how it was explained to me, but that's a different story. So it could be all in the interpretation of the listener. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. This is twist off top. It's the old stubby bottle.
And they also aged vanilla beans in it.
And vanilla beans.
And your typical Budweiser, corn, rice. I mean, not corn, rice, hops. But this is 6.3. This is more of a malt liquor. But they don't use that
term. Anything over 5.5 is considered to be a malt liquor.
They're not going to call it that because of the connotation these days that it's like a bum beer. Oh, 6.2, I'm sorry. I thought that was wrong.
6.2.
Yeah. Thick beige head. And the appearance is copper. Yeah, it's copper. Now, you did like the Bush Copper Lager, right? The Bush signature. Before I ever knew you.
Wow, that's got a funky aroma to it.
Now, your complaint with the Amber Bock was it's too sweet, so this is going to make your head fall off.
Nice.
All right.
Smell Jim Beam in it. Smell caramel notes.
I don't really.
But it's got a.
Smell caramel. I don't really pick up the beam.
It's got a weird.
I'm just picking up some like sour dough bread.
There's some kind of sourness going on with it. But I'm not really. It's not enjoyable because what it's doing, it's on there. Now, granted, I'm just smelling it. So along the aroma of smelling, it's just, I don't know, it's not melting right.
It's not a really strong aroma.
And then the first, look at that.
Yeah, different.
Well, I do know in food the first part of digestion is smell.
Yeah.
So if you get a funky smell on something, chances are you're not going to enjoy eating it. So I got a funky smell off the bottle.
I'm just not picking up.
There's nothing to swish.
Yeah, maybe it's a little wood.
There's nothing to swish.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were doing that. You remember those old ladies that pick a bag of chips and they sit there and they shake them in the grocery store?
I'm not picking up a whole lot of aroma. I think I said that when I first did this review about 2 months ago, that I wasn't picking up a whole lot of smell.
No, I'm picking up smells, and I can describe them to you. I'm getting there's some kind of a maltiness. It's just almost like the Amber Bock that we just drank. But then it's got that Jim Beam, and I'm not a Jim Beam fan.
But you like the Jim Beam choice I had bought. which is gone.
We're talking about this, whatever they did to this beer. We're not talking about Jim Beam whiskey.
I know, but you said you don't like Jim Beam whiskey, the bourbon.
I didn't say that. I said I'm not a fan of it.
In other words,
This is
it's
good.
okay, but you don't go looking for it.
Hey, if you got a party, you do it. You're in Rome, do what the Romans do.
To me, it's very floral. It's like flower nectar.
It's sweet.
Oh, it's sweet.
It's a lot like that Michelob we just drank. And then it's got this bitey woodness in the back of it.
You can pick up the wood.
Oh, it's bitey.
And in the aroma, you get the wood now. And now I'm just going to pick up that wood. Yeah. Then remember they added vanilla beans, which is going to give it a peculiar aspect.
Mm.
You know how sometimes people describe bourbon as having a vanilla note? They might have added vanilla beans because it wasn't picking up enough. So they wanted to maybe kind of mimic a bourbon.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
I think when I did my video a while back, I had talked about duck sauce even, or was I'm thinking of a different video. It's odd, but I like it. I like it. I know you don't. I like it. I wouldn't want to drink it all the time. I bought my 6-pack and I was happy, you know. And I left.
It's a novelty
drink.
beer, you know. It's let's make a beer with Jim Beam cast.
It is a novelty beer. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about that. And it's going to be done once. And they said they might bring it back time to time, depending on the people.
Well, I bought 2 bottles of this because I was curious about it because it said Jim Beam on it, and I'm glad I just bought 2 bottles and not a 6-pack.
Picking up a little bit of tea,
Yeah.
like iced tea, which is strange. I would rather drink, excuse me folks, I would rather drink regular Budweiser over this, but as a every now and then thing, I would like this. But it's a little too rich for me on a day-to-day basis. A little too syrupy.
It tastes better than the first bottle I drank. The first bottle was really not even going to open the second bottle because I didn't enjoy it.
So it improved upon reconsideration.
I would improve because it sat there and probably melded to the flavors. I thought it was really raw. I got punched in the mouth with the wood. I got a bitterness off the Jim Beam note.
So it kind of marinated a little bit over the few
it's
weeks.
Sweeter.
It's interesting. I mean, I still wouldn't say it's not a daily drinker.
Nah.
It's a specialty item.
I'm not a fan of it. It's okay.
Would you score it?
C.
A C?
Minus.
So barely average. Hey, well, call them like you see them.
You can't. I mean, it says Budweiser. It's got to taste like Budweiser. We all knew it was going to be different tasting.
Oh. I would probably go with, I think initially I gave it a solid A.
This kind of reminds me of one of those beers that they had out in the Michelob series. Or was it the Budweiser series? The Brewed series?
I think that was Michelob.
The Brewmaster.
Oh, the Brewmasters, the Budweiser Project 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brewmasters.
And I was able to get the second run of Project 12, which lasted like a week, and then it was gone. 2 weeks. I got it at Zapardo's. No one else had it. And the guy said, yeah, they brought it here. It was the Project 12 Part 2. And then it was gone. It wasn't even on their website. There must have been some problem where they said, pull it, or something. I don't know. It was very strange.
How many different ones did you try?
Well, they had the Project 12. You know, they had, 4 different types. And then they had the second, or 3 different. And then they had the second Project 12, which was just like aborted after just...
Well, I had both of them.
You tried both?
Yeah, they came in 2 different there was 2 different colored containers.
Yeah, well, it said on the box.
Yeah.
On the box, it was the second.
I wasn't.
Issue.
I just thought it was. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I bought it at Rouse's and Metairie. As soon as it came out, I was looking for it.
Yeah, and then it just. Yeah, it does kind of taste like one of those. I'm gonna say A minus. I think it's a little lower than I gave it first time, but this is the kind of thing where it's a little too sweet that if you kept drinking and kept drinking, the score might kind of coast downward. But if you had it every 3 or 4 months, you might keep the same score. I think that.
Not a fan.
Okay. Well, hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, right?
Yeah. You know, I don't like. Again, I don't like what some of these smaller breweries are doing to beers too, where they taste like milkshakes and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So when they come out with the next one,
I just like beer, kids, and if it doesn't taste like beer, I'm not gonna give it a good score.
weirdo.
So this tastes like, to me, tastes like candy with a wood background, and you can taste vanilla.
You definitely can taste vanilla.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they're gonna have. What they're gonna have in
I'm
2019.
gonna have to drink a regular beer to wash this down.
In 2019, what are they gonna have?
Oh, I don't know. But
All right. So laissez les bon temps rouler, and we're gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana, to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.
Regular beer,
And a great beer.
regular beer.